So how did you name David's calling? What two words did you use to take his general calling down and his specific sense of gifting and story and passion up? In groups that we've coached in the past, people have used lots of different combinations of two words to describe David's calling. Things like championing deliverance, two words that really run through all of David's life. Or shepherding Israel, two words that make sense of so many things that David went through and where God was leading him. How did you name David's call? And even more, how are you beginning to name your own call? See, when we name our own call, we want to pull from all the things that we've gone through already, your story, your gifting, your passion, the things that God's revealed to you about Himself and that He's revealed to you about you. These are all places. We're not starting from scratch. We're using what we've done the last 4 sessions to create and name our calling in this session. That brings us to our second tool that we want to introduce you to today. It's called the two-word exercise. It's where you finish this sentence. You exist. For me, Dave Rhodes exists to honor God and help others by blanking blank. Remember, honoring God and helping others, that's just kind of the general call that we're all called to live. But how does Dave Rhodes do that? How do you do that? What two words would you put together to describe everything that you do? In today's training session, we want to encourage you to come up with at least 25 to 30 different combinations of two words that get at the heart of who God's called you to be. Again, you're not picking these words from random. Go back into your gifting. Go back into your story. Go back in the way you described your passion. Find words from there. Look those words up in a thesaurus. Get to the nuance of the thing that actually makes you unique. For me, my two words, after working on this even for years at a time, my two words are fostering congruence. When I look at my passion, I'm constantly helping people change, but I don't ever want them to be random. When I look at my past and I look at my story, I see the way that God has, so many times like David, taken me to the shepherd's field and made sense of that only on the battlefield later in my life. When I look at my gifting as a kind of prophetic, apostolic kind of leader, change in creating the future are the kinds of things that I do. Fostering congruence is the two words that I use to talk about helping people be constantly changing but never random. I do this when I'm coaching. I do this when I'm communicating. When I'm preaching, I'm taking the world of the text and the world that we live in and fostering congruence between these two things. When I'm parenting, we have an adopted son from Haiti that we have 2 girls and a little boy in our home, and I'm fostering congruence for us as the Rhodes family. It works through everything that I do. And the way you know you've gotten to those two words is when you do them, it's almost like you have an increasing energy in your life. I might go into a room tired, but when I foster congruence in that room, I leave with more energy than I came in with it. So what are those two words for you? What is the wellspring of life that runs through every area of your life? Get creative today. Use a thesaurus. Work for different combinations of two words. Take some time with this tool today to come to your two words. You may not get to 100%. We would just hope you get to 60 to 80%. Begin to zero in on that today, and remember, you've got your whole life to really work them out.